When we learn about the law of assumption, we realize how much we can shape our experiences. And at some point, we start wondering how we can shape our relationships. And relationships are there to teach us something. People, they are messages. So we can learn a lot about ourselves through our relationships. But not all relationships are worthy working on. However, when you are in a relationship that is worthy working on, it requires inner work. It requires a shift in your mindset, your idea about who you are, how the relationship is, and who they are. You can use this knowledge for any kind of relationship, romantic, platonic, family, business, okay? But before we get into it, hello everyone. If you're new here, my name is Elle. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. The information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. People come into our lives with different stories, backgrounds, experiences, personality traits. And even though the 3D tells a story of separation, in the 3D, people seem very much separated from us. This is an illusion. There is no separation because we are all one consciousness and things happen harmoniously, even though in this form we cannot understand. Reality isn't independent. It is shaped by the observer. And in everything that we experience could be a lesson. The stories that come with people don't have to play any role in your life. They don't have to define who they are and the experience that you have with them. It's very important to keep this in mind because what is going to define your relationship, what is going to define how they react to you is your awareness about who you are and who they are. It's the importance that you give to the facts that you are seeing in the 3D. It's also how you feel about yourself and what you have to offer in that relationship. There is something that I want to share with you to show you that the stories that people bring with them do not have to play a role in your life and in your relationships. I was dating this guy. He was very attractive and there were a lot of women that wanted his attention. Okay, and he was known for going out with a lot of women as well. But this did not matter to me because, you know, people can change. People can level up and become the best versions of themselves. And I really believe that. So I do not judge people. And we were dating for about a month and he was leaving for a month with friends and his sister. And one of these friends was his ex. So in that moment, I really had to ground myself. He told me the story, but I really had to ground myself to not freak out, okay? Because when you're getting to know someone and you are falling in love with them, and then you're like, you're going to be away for a month with your ex, okay? That was a shocker. It did not help that my friends who knew him were telling me, Danielle, are you serious? What are the odds that he's going to be different now? What are the odds? Okay. Do you really think that nothing's happening? Do you really think that he's not having fun or, you know, stuff like that? I knew that their reactions was coming from me. Okay. There was a part of me who knew him, who knew the stories about him. So I was being confronted with those stories in the 3D. And I was grounding myself through that. It did not help that within that month, we did not talk. He did not contact me. I certainly did not contact him. So it was like radio silence. I really took that month to reevaluate myself, to take a look at my fears, my insecurities, my thoughts, and ask questions that are uncomfortable. But am I not worthy for people to change for me? Am I not worthy for people to level up? To say, you know, you are so unique and you have so much to offer to me in my life that I would actually lose. I would lose if I let you go. I would lose if I did something that you don't want in your life. Am I not worthy of that? Okay. I really had to take a look at myself and think about, what do I have to offer? Am I enough? Am I good enough? And of course, we are enough. We are good enough. We have enough to offer. This is unconditional, but it depends on us to actually see that. A typical person takes that cues from the 3D, but that was not working for me, because the 3D was telling me a story that I did not want to experience. The 3D was telling me, he's not thinking about you, he's probably with his ex. This was not what I wanted to experience. So I had to be stronger. I had to be my own validation, and I have to decide what is happening. I took the time to take a look and work through my insecurities and my fears. And I also started to shift my awareness. Wow, so many things could be happening. I could come up with 1,000 negative things, but I will also could come up with 1,000 positive things. Okay. When people change, they have to go within too. So maybe he is working on himself. He is thinking about me and everything that I have to offer. And I am the reason why he wants to change. Okay. He wants to commit. He's thinking about that. He is reevaluating himself as I am reevaluating myself. As I was working on myself, I told my friends, I don't want to talk about him. Okay. I don't want to know anything. I just want to live my life and enjoy it. And as the time passed by, the outcome became less important to me because I was feeling so good about myself. I could see clearly I am the prize. I have a lot to offer to any relationship. And I started feeling like, if he can't see that, okay, then he's an idiot. Doesn't get better than me. And I really meant that. I was independent of his validation. Okay, I was my own validation. I was feeling so high about myself that I forgot the day that he would come back. I was not thinking about it. And the next day he came see me. What was a surprise. And he was telling me like, you know, I've been thinking about my life and how I have been living my life. And this is not what I want. I don't want to be this kind of guy. I want to be a guy who can commit to someone. And if I am going to commit to someone, it's going to be you. So that day he asked me to be his girlfriend. And I am telling you this story because whatever is happening in the 3D, you can control the narrative when you control the narrative about who you are. Okay. When you feel that confidence about who you are and the effect that you create in people. So don't try to force or manipulate people to change in the 3D or to shorten the distance between you two with actions, because that would be chasing. Okay. Instead, revalue yourself. Take a deep look at what you are assuming about yourself and how you are interacting with that person, how you are thinking about them. Just change the conception of yourself. And like Neville said, you will automatically change the world around you. Revalue yourself. And people are going to confirm that change. Do not be impressed by the 3D. And face your fears, face your insecurities, face your negative thoughts. Do not be afraid of them. Okay? Go to the bottom of this and ask yourself the uncomfortable questions, but come up with reasons why you are good enough, why you are worthy, why you have so much to offer, why you are unique. Okay? See your value, and they are going to see your value too. When you become so confident in yourself that the 3D doesn't matter, then you're going to start seeing people conforming and confirming the new story that you're telling about yourself, because your power is your confidence. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk soon. Bye-bye.